What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another seasonal championship, the La Fiesta one, and we need to pick a Ford in the A class. Now, the name would probably suggest we pick a Fiesta and tune it into the A class to an 800 rating, but I chose the 2005 Ford GT because we never used it and we probably never will, and it's a fantastic car. Share code is in the description. You can use the stock one. Obviously it's 782 rated, I believe, a standard Ford GT, but this one with an 800 tune and a completely black painting, which looks absolutely fantastic. And that's now the third championship this week where I'm just raving on about how amazing the car is. So it's a good week, it's a good week. Gone are the days of having to drive a Jeep Trailcat all the time. That was annoying, a little bit. It's not a bad car, but still. Hey, that's another Ford GT, isn't it? And another one. Surprising amount of Ford GTs. Also thought about using the Shelby GT500, which obviously is also filed under Ford. But we have used that just recently. I think last week in the Street Art Championship we used the Shelby GT500 with a terrible paint. And whoops, that guy was kind of in our way. And now we pushed him out of our way. So I want to take tight lines through here. I chose a little bit lower on the power side and very big on the control side, so that we can make the most out of the power that we have, and the car is just amazing. I was surprised it was below 800 in the stock rating. But then again, it's 17 years old already. I remember when the car was brand new, it was actually my favorite car at the time, when it came out. Like in every racing game that I had at the time, especially, what was it, the Speed Most Wanted, that was like the car that I totally wanted. I wanted this car, that was the one. And then the Lambo Murcielago, that was the one that came after on my hit list, on my personal hit list, so to speak. Those were the two cars I totally wanted. I eventually ended up with the Lambo more of the time because it was better in pursuits, because it had the all-wheel drive. Obviously there was no drivetrain swap, which we have here. And, well, it was heavier and better against the cops, you know. Those were the days. But Ford GT is such a pretty car still. Definitely one of my favorite. The new one also very high on my list. Really like it. What was it, 2020? Was it 2020 when it came out? 28, 18, 17, 19, 16? When was it? When did a new one release? I have no idea. It must have been before 2018, because I think I watched a race with it before I moved out. I think. I have no idea. There we go. That's a win race number 1. Yeah, I thought about using the Ford GT40, but I think restrictions are a bit high on getting that, so maybe that's a bad car to use. Now this Ford GT you can, I think, just buy. I don't think there's any special restriction to it. I mean, it's comparatively expensive to maybe a Ford Fiesta, but it's still affordable, as far as I remember. Come on, give me a race. There we go. Oh, it doesn't say. Let's check. I know you're now annoyed and you say, ew, what are you doing? Where is it? Can you not buy that? Oh, you can buy this one for 11 million if you have it. Or this one. The share code for that one, if you want to use that one, is in last week's street art video for starters. Can you not buy that one? Apparently not. Oh well. Tough luck, eh? I am shocked. Alright, come on, there we go. That's race number 2. Uphill start, obviously a bit annoying when you are not fully on power, but I just hate try. He tried to push us off the road. There was a gap and we used it, and when you drive against these off-road cars, you are so much more nimble that you can really own them in the corners. Especially in these left-right combinations, you can really own them, because when they get through one corner, the fast position change or the direction change is really a problem for them. We went quite early into the corner, but that allowed us to get on the accelerator very early and overtake him, and now we are drafting into his behind. He's got the inside. Oh, that was very smart. He pushed us out of the road. Normally what I wanted to do was that switch maneuver, but he actually pushed us off the road, and now we returned the favor. Well, not exactly, but a little bit. So we were basically staying next to him until we finally had an inside line in a good position, and then we used that to our advantage. And now we should be able to win this relatively comfortably. Barely stayed on the road there. Yeah, we took quite a big lead already. Obviously the conditions with wet weather, and actually the road is wet, but it's not raining, I think. But yeah, driving at night with a wet road is always a little bit of a challenge, so there's always reason for concern and reason to pay attention. Oh, even with dry roads you should pay attention. Obviously it's very easy, you can make mistakes here, so... Oh, that was a bad one. Way too late on the brakes now. With a lead like this, you can drive very conservatively. You don't need to take any risks, you can just brake early, drive a little bit slower, but at the same time I feel like when you slow down intentionally, you make more mistakes in a way. I don't know if that's for you as well, but when you are not driving your normal style and normal speed, it's just you start making some mistakes, in my opinion, or my experience. Maybe it's just what I feel like, and it's not actually the case. I don't know. So that's 40 points. And a wheel spin. Whee! 15 fun. That's fantastic. Remember when wheel spins gave you good rewards? That's been a while. Right, we need to get to the next race. Wherever that is. I think up there. Yeah, it is. So we have an 8-point lead, which should be alright. Come on. There we go. Load and load and load and load and load. Come on, man. Load the race. It's only 12 cars, I think. There we go. That was a shockingly good start. Normally we just get owned at the start. I'm not a fan of this race, by the way. Like that, I don't know, track? I don't like it. Get out of the way. Obviously we're big, so I have a certain mass advantage of pushing out of the way, but generally speaking we're just way overmatched in these races. We off-road cars with us. Come on, get past him. Damn Mustang. The GT has the benefit of low weight. And low weight with racing is obviously most of the time pretty good. And we just used the inside line and drove past everyone. That is certainly an advantage. So yeah, making use of the fast speed corners is, as always, a pretty good idea. Because the AI often chooses bad lines into them. And when you can just take a lot more speed through them. Like there as well, we had a slightly yellow racing line, which would indicate either braking or at least letting off the gas. But we didn't do that. We could go through full throttle and, well, that's what we did, and that's where you gain your advantage here. Already 6% done, and it's at least pretty short, but I still don't like it. It's not very forgiving with all of the jungle here, and I don't know. If that's one I think it is, you go past the bridge, but I'm not entirely sure anymore. I think it's a race where you go over that one bridge where half of the AI cars will just fall down. Sometimes. Probably not in the A class, but in the faster class. Or maybe it isn't that one. Already out of the jungle again. Alright, let's try something. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I liked that one. Quite a lot. Well, gotta have some fun, right? 60 points again. Whee! Fantastic. Did I screenshot the share code so that I can post it? I have no idea. You will see. You will see. Alright, so that's another championship done. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.